Okay, part two. Yeah. I started scrapbooking and collaging shortly after I started regularly coming to the Living Room Community Art Studio in spring of 2015. In the years to follow, I'd accumulated at least half a dozen of these massive tomes. Such hobbies have been grounding and comforting to me, and I often use such pages to chronicle my travels and creative journeys. When the pandemic hit, the living room closed studio, and in the months to follow, my scrapbooking fell to the wayside. I tried to start up again once I started the Kiss Carousel project. That book got misplaced, and probably for a good reason, because it appears to be yet another one of those annoying projects that never got off the ground. And it's only right I have a new volume for a new season. The important thing is, let it flow, do not overthink it. Myrtle Beach. As you can see, mateys, I'm going for an old world treasure map vibe with my text. I like things that are nautical and piratey. Arr. Scrapbooks and collages for me are an act of prayer and praise, and sometimes even venting frustrations. They are a way of manifesting my wishes and celebrating them when they come true. So here's the Sky Wheel at Myrtle Beach. And that's our little entourage of critters. Waddle and his wife We Do. And that's my mini-me and Jeanette's mini-her. We take pictures of these dolls in different places. And this is the collage that I have hanging in my office. And pictures of us riding the carousel at Bearfield Landing. And be able to see them better otherwise. This is a collage that I made for her. I made a set of 3 different ones. Myrtle Beach, more Myrtle Beach pictures, Family Fun Kingdom, Broadway on the Beach. You gotta have a drink from a pineapple when you're at Myrtle Beach. The Christmas store, the purple store. I was so in my element. Purple is my favorite color. And then this is my page, the first page of what may be many eventually, about my Halifax pub trivia people. Thank you all for sending me this program. I put it in my scrapbook, along with pictures of me in a couple of my shirts that you sent me. That's the Peggy's Cove one, and Dirty Nellie's hoodie, and the 2 t-shirts on the chair, along with the hoops and the embroidery thread. And I drew a couple tattoos on my bikini t-shirt. I sometimes wear when I do my dishwashing dances. And here it is. The reason why Gene Simmons never drank or did drugs. Simmons has always been firmly against alcohol and drugs because of his mother, a Holocaust survivor who endured horrors of a concentration camp where many members of her family perished. I'm her only child, the musician shared. I knew I had no right to hurt my mother. Life had already done enough to her. Gene Simmons recounted a memorable and humbling moment during his first major interview with Rolling Stone when his mother interrupted. When I met Rolling Stone writer, I was very careful to cultivate the mystique of the demon. I wore my spider and silver jewelry and my leather pants. I puffed my hair as big as it could go. With my 7-inch platform books with silver dollar signs on them and black nail polish, I thought I was ready to project the perfect rock and roll image. Then at one point the doorbell rang, I answered it, and there was my mother at the door with enough food to feed the world. Fresh soups, veal chops, pancakes, jams, and cakes. She insisted that the writer and I, whom she referred to as hungry boys, stop what we're doing and eat. She kept calling me by my Hebrew name, Chaim, and told the writer I was a good boy. The big bad demon was just a mama's boy. One of the reasons he's my favorite member of Kiss is there are a lot of things I can identify with. He and I'm an only child too, and I don't know. It's more of an intellectual attraction rather than a sexual one. I've always felt like we were alike in some way. So I made this at the living room. It says, "We remember. Every day above the ground is a good one." That was her quote. And I embraced that quote when I moved into my last apartment in Toronto, because for years I lived in a basement apartment. Talk about God having a sense of humor. I used to look out the window, and right outside my kitchen window was a view of a cemetery. It didn't scare me at all. The ghosts are probably more scared of me than I am of them, if there are ghosts. So Back in 1998, I was an extra in Detroit Rock City. These are some magazine clippings. That's me. That's not the real Paul Stanley. It's one of the better lookalikes. This is one of my favorite photos, an epic close-up I took of Peter Criss. They were all signing autographs between breaks. Ace didn't really sign any. I got Gene to sign my embroidered Kiss pants. That's them there, and there he is. And here I am with the couple other Kiss fans. I believe I did their makeup. I did the makeup for a lot of my fellow extras. We weren't paid, but they had all kinds of draws and prizes. And if you watch the movie Detroit Rock City, you'll see me walking away. I'm wearing this colorful jacket. Here I am with a small pair of jeans. I know that's one of my favorite puns. That's Dave Wildsmith. Dr. Love and the Kissettes. He has an act that performs at Kiss. What do you call those things again? Not Kiss conventions, Kiss expos. This is another person from a Kiss tribute band. Good close-up of Paul. And, recently on his show, Dr. David Jeremiah read a poem about how the world would be a better place if everyone else were like me. First of all, I'm not an atheist, so we'd all believe in God. I forget what else he said until he went on to the second verse. He said, there would be no merry-go-rounds because I get dizzy, no clowns because I'm self-conscious, and no balloon rides because I'm afraid of heights. I have to laugh because merry-go-rounds, clowns, and balloons are three of my favorite things. In fact, if everyone were just like me, we'd probably have so many frigging merry-go-rounds everywhere. You wouldn't be able to walk 2 or 3 feet without bumping into one. Everyone would be a clown, and the sky would be full of balloons. This is me, over 20 years ago. They had this Parabounce balloon ride at the CNE. Best $15 I ever spent. And just a random assortment of clown and carousel related pictures of me and Jeanette, our pal Dudu the Clown. You've probably seen him. He was on Carnival Eats. He's everywhere. We've kept in touch all these years. He was one of the first friends Jeanette and I met when we moved to Toronto. There's us riding the Party Pigs in San Francisco. Most of these pictures were San Francisco. And this is the carousel at Barefoot Landing. And here's Las Vegas. Just some other pages I'm going to fill with other stuff. I do my collaging and painting. And that's all there is to show you for now. There'll be more to come. Believe me, I am busy as a buzzy bee here. Anyway, that's all for now. Bye-bye. Be back soon. Thanks for watching Weekly Schpiel.